Welcome back to Bahamas at Sunrise. Tiny Tots Organics Limited is a wholesale distribution company providing 100% organic products for infants and toddlers. Owner Welyncia Ramsey is here to talk about this thriving business. Welyncia, good morning and welcome to Bahamas at Sunrise.
Good morning.
It is
Thank
such
you
a
for
pleasure
having
to
me.
have you. I've seen the signs every time I walk in and out of Super Value right there on the door. We sell Tiny Tots Organics. And so it's a pleasure to see the woman behind the business. Let's get into your story. Let's learn some more about you. You said that you've
Okay.
had many years of various business ventures. Tell us about your journey to Tiny Tots.
Okay, so I've had the privilege of growing up in the straw market. So entrepreneurship has been pretty much embedded in me. I have tried several businesses from wholesale, retail, and various backgrounds, but Tiny Tots for me was a personal venture. I had a baby 2 years ago, and when she started solids, I realized that the healthy options were very limited. So essentially, TTO was founded as a way to fill a needed void in the market. Yeah. So it was like a personal venture for me.
Okay. All right. I love to hear that. My grandmother was a straw vendor, and I remember my cousins and
Oh.
I going in there with her in the summer. And it takes a
Mhm.
certain level of commitment, sales, energy, passion in order to make
Yeah.
sure that you get stuff done. So it really is a great
Mhm.
training ground for entrepreneurs. And I think nothing inspires us like our own kids, right? And so it's a blessing to be able to see that you took this thing that you created for your daughter and recognize the opportunity to serve it to other people. So
Yeah.
now that you've done that, what are the products that you offer and who do you supply?
So we supply local grocers and pharmacies. We offer baby food. So when you go in the food store, you'll see like the clear packaging on the shelf.
Mhm.
We offer snacks. We offer a full range of products. We actually have something coming new this August. I'm not going to speak too much on it, but I would say if customers go to our website at tinytotsorganics.shop, you can be able to view our full range of products and services. So it's not limited to baby food, even though that's what we predominantly sell. We have
Mhm.
snacks, juices, anything that you could possibly think of to put in your toddler or child or baby's lunch bag when you carry them to school or after school when you bring them home. Especially these because they're quick grab and go, self-feeding. It teaches the baby to pretty much feed itself. It can get a bit messy when using a
Yeah.
spoon and, starting solids and stuff like that. So yeah, so you head on over to our website and you'll be able to see the full range of products.
Excellent, excellent. And I heard you mention that for you this started about 2 years ago after you
Mhm.
had your own daughter, but 2 years ago was prime pandemic time. And so let's talk about that. What challenges
Yeah.
and success have you had as a result of starting this business in the pandemic?
I can honestly say that God has been truly great to us, especially launching in the midst of a pandemic. One of our major challenges would have been supply chain shortages, which was a global issue, and probably late shipment. But outside of that, we haven't had any major problems. Um, we grew really fast. The demand was really high, so we were grateful for that, especially jumping into something new. But I had to study the market because it wasn't something that was predominant in the market.
Mhm.
There was just more conventional baby food. It was a brand that people weren't really familiar with. So I had to take a big leap of faith to say, okay, you know what? I'm gonna put my all into this and I'm gonna go into this. And it turns out that a lot of people were actually looking for healthier alternatives to feed to their children. So that was a great thing from the start for us.
Excellent. And I hear you mention lots of people are already looking for healthier alternatives, you of course being one of them. And is that
Mhm.
why you focused on organic products? Like why did you make that decision to say no, I'm going fully organic?
Um, because conventional is pretty much everywhere. And like I said, I wanted healthier options. Not
Mhm.
only that, I wanted healthier options that persons can afford. So that is part of our vision to provide healthier, economical products for babies and children because people, especially when it comes to organic and natural, people tend to focus on adults, you know? we don't really focus on the babies. And if we can get them from an early start, I feel like it would be much better. So that was our focal point. We're going to focus on babies. We're going to focus on toddlers. We're going to focus on children, get them going from the start. It's easier to continue in their diet along the way as they get older, especially now that we are facing problems with obesity and different sicknesses and different diseases. So I said, okay, I want to stick to natural. I want to stick to organic, make sure it's healthy, good for the body, try to eliminate some of these problems that we have right now because of the poor eating habits that we have developed.
Excellent, excellent. So well said. Now, of course, you worked with the Small Business Development Center, the Access Accelerator. How did they help you, and what are some of the lessons that you learned from them?
Well, I can honestly say that SBDC was very helpful. I initially reached out to them because we needed to upscale our inventory. Like I said, the demand was so high. And we realized that the company at the time, being a small startup business, was not able to fund it on its own. So we reached out to SPDC. They were very helpful. They were very hands-on. They're very thorough. Everybody that they put us in contact with was very knowledgeable about the program. We initially reached out to do the standalone grant, but they ensured us that they had more options. So we were then able to explore those options to see which one would be best fitting for our business. That's how we came across getting the micro loan and the access to the grant. They've also put us in contact with somebody that was able to help us revise and further develop the business plan that we already had set in place. They checked in, they did their background research on us, and it was very easy, it was very smooth going. I must commend them on that. I had absolutely no problems.
That's excellent. I'm always so happy to hear people speak about the team at the Access Accelerator. I hold them close to my heart, and I know that they work so hard. They're so committed to seeing entrepreneurs thrive, especially entrepreneurs like you who are doing something new and revolutionary that really contributes to our society. Where do you see Tiny Tots growing? In your ideal world, what does this look like for you in a few years?
We would like to operate on a larger scale. Also, we would like to be the preeminent brand for healthy organic baby food. So when you think healthy, we want you to think Tiny Tots Organics Limited, like that as your go-to. We want to be able to give back to our community through education, through even a feeding program. We want to operate on a scale so large that it's not only beneficial for the company, but we impact other people as well. Whether be able to provide jobs, educate people on how to eat healthier, how to live a more fit, nutritious lifestyle. And, just, I'd say you see grand companies that has been in business from generation to generation. That is our ultimate goal.
Excellent. I love to hear it. Legacy in the making. Well, this has been such a pleasure. Always a good conversation when I get to speak with and bring to our public these amazing entrepreneurs, especially those who've been helped by the Access Accelerator. And I always have a special place in my heart for women entrepreneurs, because I know that, it's not easy. And then to see you do it with this baby, with her as the motivation, knowing that you will leave this company to her, I think is an absolutely beautiful thing. So Welyncia, thank you so much for joining us this morning on Bahamas Sunrise. Thank you for your commitment to making our babies healthier and our nation healthier as a result. And of course, the commitment to leaving a legacy behind for generations to come. Today, it has been a pleasure to celebrate you, Ms. Ramsey, and we wish you all the best.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You're watching Bahamas Sunrise. We'll be right back.